Alrighty. Does anyone else want to share their little tidbits of what they can remember?
Sandwich.
You didn't have a sandwich.
I do now. Let's go.
Spend an important amount of time trying to figure out how to stage a fight and then go in and stage the fight very quickly, murdering the living hell out of it. Well, no, they grappled each other in love. I remember that.
Yeah, there was
and
there
the
was
potato
a smooch in there, yeah.
and
Oh,
potato
yeah, the
continues
potato.
to be the MVP when Shred rolled a double nat 20.
Yep. The potato was crushed upon Morgot's head, and fireworks ensued.
So
Oh,
this
yeah,
isn't
that's
actually
right.
Florida, we're in Russia.
No, we're still in Florida.
I didn't know Florida grew potatoes, but okay. Anything
Maybe they were
else?
the poor kid.
Oh, maybe.
Well, after the manufactured fake fight where Morgot was killed with her faked blood that Fee had manufactured, or fabricated, I guess is a better word, we were given entry to meet with King Gullop, and went and chatted with him for a bit. He dismissed his guards so we could talk with him in private, and it turns out he became king because his brother fell off a balcony, and he was just in the room. So he doesn't want to be king, but that's the way it works. His rival wants to kill him, so he's kind of stuck being king, but if he doesn't want to be king, he gets killed. He also has the Hag Bavlorna's hate journal, which is full of all sorts of juicy things she wants to do to other people, including her hag sisters and someone named Igowiv.
Also, I will add, because I did put it into your journal there,
Huzzah.
Fee. You recognize 2 of your companions in there as well.
Oh really? I must go
Yes.
read this now. I haven't had a chance to. My notebook.
That's right. PB also now has an announcer voice mode, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
That you do.
Oh, right. Interesting indeed. All right.
Fantastic.
I was reading, so.
Yeah, you're good. There are some things that you don't recognize in there. You do, with your arcane, you picked up that there was evocation and a necromancy spells. And you try to do your best, drawing out some runes or symbols that you found in that book as well. So that's in your notebook. It's up to you if you want to share it with the class, but not only that, 2 of your members got their eggs hatched from
Yes,
that
that's
they
true.
had in their chest cavities. PB got a ferret that was covered in what looks like fungi and moss, and Ptomiros got a slug named Gilgamesh. So
Gilgamesh, the hug slug.
Gilgamesh the hug slug. Never has one given better hugs.
I
Yes.
love Gilgamesh.
Not only that, you are free to go wherever you want. I will also say that Fee, you tried to persuade the king to do his own work of trying to make peace with Urquin.
That's
I
right.
believe that's his.
I told him, man up and go send your own letters, because he wanted to send us instead. We're like, no thanks. We already did enough dirty work getting here. You can send your own letter, pissant.
Yeah. That was a thing. He's like, okay, I'll try to do it himself, but more or less, he just pretty much made a message chain among the bullywugs saying, message. Not only that, he tried to give you some information of what he knew about Balvorna. everyone hates her. She's more of the one that's in charge of the area. He's more of a puppet than of a head figure for the bullywugs. There was also the balloon factory was her only place to travel between the other two realms, technically in Prismere, thither and yon. Excuse me. Unfortunately, the other balloon factory that is available, the balloon is unusable. The elevator to Belvarna's house is unusable as well. And also King Gullop is trying to send a letter to Belvarna to gain audience with her. However, you guys, in order to be presented to her, you need to be dressed. That was his other side note. Because only the Soggy court was able to see her. And himself.
Oh, okay.
But he also pointed that she'd had a cauldron that deals with her magical stuff that was further south of Downfall, which you've yet to explore. Because this place is very, very large. So you have options, adventurers, of what you would like to do next.
I propose we go for the witch directly. She'll never expect us coming so soon.
How do you expect we get to her? The king...
Her force of will and gallantry, and the notion of doing good.
Can all of those things overcome the property of gravity and general restrictions of a distance?
With enough belief, we can do anything.
Oh dear. Right.
Look, Ptomiros, that's a lovely thing to say, but we need an actual plan.
Perhaps we get a very, very long rope. Thoughts?
What would we do with said rope? How would we attach it?
We attach it to Gek, and then the strongest amongst us
Looks around.
will throw him.
You realize that Gek is not with you as he's flying out away across the courtyard.
Wait, hold on, no, not like that.
I guess Ptomiros is gonna run after him. Does he still have a leash on? Also, game's paused.
The game is paused. There you go.
No, Yanara finally failed a freaking grapple check, and so Gek took off.
Gek
Well, I
was
mean, like,
going
you lost
towards-
control of the leash. Does he still have it attached to him, though?
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
still attached to him.
It's still
Okay.
attached to him. He's 10 feet in the air. He's flying across the courtyard towards a specific building where the buffet is happening. So that's where he's
Oh,
going.
that's right. I helped facilitate this.
Can I make an athletics check to jump up and grab him? Get a run.
Can I assist with
You
this
can-
by giving him?
You can
I think the
certainly
blo-
try.
I think
I like to
Brandy
launch
did
Ptomiros into the air to give him extra air jump distance.
Okay. Okay, so if you want to do this, I'm gonna have you roll first, but because you're in the car, I'll roll for you.
Thank you.
Let's see.
No, roll the car.
I was just about to-
All right, let me with the sorcerer. We'll do one check for you to see how far you throw him. Are you still raging? Apparently, you're. No, it's normal.
There's no way
No.
he's still raging.
Oh,
He's just angry all the time. His blood pressure is in stage 3 hypertension.
you didn't go very far. He rolled.
Oh
10.
no!
Oh no! Even with all the modifiers, it's like
So I would say, Ptomiros, you've been tossed over PB and just managed to get onto the balcony. And I will say, with Ptomiros, you can roll me an athletics check to see how fast or
Oh no.
Fuck.
Yeah.
16.
I mean, it's pretty good, right? It's a 16.
And Anoko, roll me a dexterity save.
He gets advantage because he sees it coming, right?
Who, Noko?
It's danger sense, or is that level higher level?
No, I think
Is
I
he
ran into it
here?
early.
Oh,
Date.
no go. No go.
No!
Okay, guys, you know what to do.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'll roll for him then. So this is what happens. All right, Ptomiros,
What?
you are able to catch him before he flies too far away.
Yay!
Advantage.
So the way I picture this playing out is the sorcerer
Oh,
picks
okay.
me up.
Sorry,
Yeah,
one
you-
second.
You would have advantage because of danger sense, which gives him advantage on dexterity saving throws he can see.
Does he have danger sense?
It's a level 2
He's
barbarian, feature. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me reroll.
Ha!
No.
That's worse. That's worse.
We're rolling very mid tonight.
So the way that I see this playing out is the sorcerer picks up Ptomiros in one hand and tries to give him the fastball special, but he goes straight up into the air and then straight down on the other side of Phoebe, landing face first with a plop. He then gets up without pausing a beat and then just jumps like a bunny straight into Gek, grabbing him and gently bringing him to the ground.
Yeah, Gek is pretty much very annoyed. We'll just say there's a lot of Gek noises.
Be still, small dragon. They will be flying for you yet.
No! I'm
Hey,
Gek!
there you go.
Let me go! Gek
He
attack.
just takes a sip of Gek. What was that?
Heck reaches.
That was me inhaling the air very moistly.
You went for a fastball special. He just goes to hit the fastball.
Oh no. Well, the fastball special landed me headfirst on the ground. What I did next was just like a basic like leapfrog maneuver.
Right. So you have him in your arms right now, and yeah, he's struggling. He's saying he's hungry. What are the rest of you doing?
Let me go eat! Food!
Oh my.
Oh.
Oh!
I think
just-
Fee is
I'd-
still working on the journal at this point. She's still working through it, adding in symbols and everything. She's being meticulous about it, so she's barely noticing the chaos that has happened for the 10 seconds she's looked away from the party.
All right. Brandywine, what are you doing? PB, Yunara?
Don't do that. Mm-mm. Nope, don't do it.
Right? What is that? Is that holding? Anyways, I think I will cast Speak with Animals and strike up a conversation with Snoodle.
Okay. Are you using it as a ritual cast, or you're just a quick fly cast?
Oh shit! This is not the right character that has it always prepared.
You still have to,
not
cast,
gonna
you still
use-
have to cast it even if it's always prepared.
Yes, I can't cast it at all because it's not a ritual. Oh wait, it is a ritual. I'm stupid. I just haven't looked at a spellcaster and like
It-
a full
it is-
caster in the.
It is a ritual, but as a druid, you would still have to have it prepared to cast it as a ritual.
Just see Brandywine just trying
Yeah.
to talk to a Snoodle anyway without the speak with animal for like a good solid like 5-10 minutes before realizing she didn't actually cast it.
That might be on brand for her.
And who is the goodest boy? Yes, you. You are the goodest boy.
I am not prepared for diplomacy.
Are you ever?
Okay.
Well, is this before or after the long rest?
Well, you technically were in the process of a long rest. Because you all decided to have a rest before venturing into Dawnfall. And he did say you can use any other noble homes, but you're all crowding into his own home. So.
We just haven't left yet. It's been like
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Uh,
We kicked
Am
him
I
out to
able
go
to-
do his king stuff, and that's what's happened.
is Noodle just a regular old caiman or some other?
It's a
Croc
baby
or alligator?
crocodile.
It's a baby crocodile. The next best thing is just wild shaping into a crocodile. Maybe.
Okay. However you seem fit. PV and Nara, you have anything you want to do?
I feel like PV is mostly just trying to process the chaos at this point, as well as original directive seems very lost at this point,
Yeah.
because vague memories of trying to hunt down lost children, and here we are in a gladiatorial faux arena fight, and now being
Well, remind me.
Mhm.
We we heard that was it Lorna was keeping children running her balloon factory? Is that what it was?
Not Bolvorna.
Oh, the other Scabatha, or was it Enduin? Not Enduin.
Gabatha.
Okay.
She
One of them in a different area has the kids in the balloon factory.
not a balloon factory, a toy factory.
Okay. Toy factory.
I think that's where I need to rewatch everything at some point, is figuring out which names was which, because I know PB's original path was basically going straight to the witch that had, or wherever the children are being kept. But yeah, I don't think it was the current witch that we have info on, but then we got info from the lord of that of the walking manor about another
Right.
witch and their cauldrons potentially having something to do with our memories.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't remember all the witches' different names. I need to go back and
So-
make notes of all this, because they're all kind of
There's Belvorna, which is currently where you're tackled with.
Downfall.
And Downfall.
And Hither,
And and Hither. Thither, there is Scabatha Nightshade. And in Yon is Endelyn Moongrave, which you don't have information about yet.
And the
all we know-
three of them have somehow disposed or otherwise banished the ruler of Prismere, which is these 3 areas, who's known as Zablina.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
And
So I just vaguely remember giving PB a vague directive of, based on the info we'd gotten from everything, is basically going after the witches. So he would actually be, as much as it pains his own moral compass of sorts, to agree with Ptomiros and going straight after the witch. So,
Okay.
And I believe Fee shared, she did learn something in the walking house, that there is some sort of still a presiding enchantment over Prismere that does protect children. Basically, if a child is put in danger, they are teleported to essentially a safe demi-plane away from whatever was putting them in danger. So there is something that obviously is protecting children, so whatever the witch that does have the children, she's obviously not putting them in any sort of danger.
So what we're saying is we need to figure out what definition that this enchantment works on children, what the definition of children is, fit that definition, and then we can go to the demi-plane where the children are. Got it. All right. TB is running some large-scale calculations in his head of how to define himself as a child to get under this enchantment. Or define
Okay.
Gek, maybe.
Comically large list of the age of majority for every single species in the D&D
Yes.
canon.
And what he might classify himself or Gek as maybe a child, so that we can potentially get to this demi-plane.
You're just
Gek is
saying
a
that
child.
to see-
Punch the child.
Exactly.
Oh, no.
This
What
seems a lot
defines
like
child,
trying to
and
get,
how does that
like,
enchantment work? Can we abuse this?
you know, the kids get in free loophole for pretty much every educational or entertainment facility in existence. You're trying to do that. You're trying to do
I mean, we were
Exactly.
at a carnival. Fee is below the height that is allowed on most of the rides. So does that count her as a child?
I don't know the age of my construction. Am I a child by basis of what my parts are?
Tamiros is young at heart.
The robot of
Does
Theseus.
that count?
Robot of Theseus.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Well, we do have an artificer to put you back together again. So.
She's been trying, but she's feeling
Me.
discouraged because PB continues to tread down the path of, well, I guess everything's gotta die.
There we go.
And also her arm is missing.
She's still not wearing an arm. Yes, she's writing all of this with one arm.
I just imagine now
It's
PB would get into a literal logical argument with Fee about if trying to get her to rebuild him with newer parts to make him classify as a child to get teleported to this demi-plane.
To do that, we need the heart of a child.
No, it just has to be brand new parts, because therefore the definition of an automaton might be based on the parts, right?
Oh
Would
my
that be
gosh.
literally robot of Theseus? All right, random side rail, but that's what PB is now.
No, that's
Okay.
hilarious. I love it.
Moral quandary time, ethical quandary time with Fee. All right.
Because that's what Fee needs. More existential dread.
Fee is sitting here copying basically the hate list from a bag, and PB walks up. Query: can you
Yeah.
make me a child? How many parts would you need to replace to consider me a child?
If you were to replace this unit's upper arm or chassis with a brand new version, would that consider the age of that chassis new? The follow-up question being, if you were to replace the entire unit's assembly from core processor down but retain memory functions as a parameter being as code, would this unit be considered factory new, and therefore a child? Would I still be the
what?
same PB unit?
What?
Yeah, what? What? I'm sorry. I was only listening for the end of that. But why are you trying to you're trying to become a child? I don't.
This unit has detected a logical loophole in the witches' conundrum. We wish to go see them immediately. The fastest way to find the children and the witches would be to teleport to the demi-plane which they're being kept. This unit deducts that if this unit were replaced with all new factory-made parts, this unit would therefore be considered a child by specifications of age. But would I still be the same PB if you were to replace all my core components? Is this unethical to my definition of peace? This unit does not know.
Well, I don't think
I'm
it's.
worried about the ethics.
one.
I-
It's the ship of the Theseus.
Well, I think I understand what you're saying, but I don't believe it would violate any known bylaws or otherwise proclamations of peace. You are obviously replacing parts of your own by your own volition, so there is no moral quandary there, but I suppose we would have to do more investigations and experiments to understand what exactly this, I guess, enchantment entails, and how it classifies children. Perhaps, I mean, for a race such as mine that lives many, many centuries, could I technically still be considered a child because I am not at maybe a century-year-old yet? I do not know. That brings into
Aren't
many...
you a child?
Oh no, I am. Well, I've only a
She's
few
just
decades.
very short, PB.
Yes, I have a few centuries.
Updating database.
A few decades
Traces
to go
of
before my
flashbacks,
first century. Yes. I just celebrated, I believe my 73rd, birth year, just last year, I think. I'm sorry, sometimes when you start adding them up, you start forgetting which ones you've done, so it's 73 or something, yes.
This unit's database of the mortal races needs to be updated for age of length and other such things. Tell me then, is that, and he points over at Gek, a child? It certainly has the mindset of one.
I am not sure. Traditionally, kobolds are not necessarily a long-lived race. depending on the clan and their proclivities for violence and combat, they might only live for a few weeks at a time, but they procreate at an alarming rate. Oftentimes they have to be, at least the dwarves talked about having to control the populations, keeping them regulated in some ways, or otherwise keeping them from killing each other, so they don't have to. It was a topic of much discussion among the dwarves, and
Answers inconclusive.
yes, sorry.
For the sake of peace, Ptomiros, punch the small Gek child. If he
Maybe,
teleports, then he is a child.
but hasn't he already been punched before?
Hey, Gek buddy,
threatening.
we have to test the hypothesis.
But wait,
If you say nothing, I will assume this is okay.
can we please maybe don't punch our friend?
All right, here I come. I'm
No.
winding it up.
Ptomiros, no,
I'm
please,
really
no.
telegraphing it.
Ptomiros,
I'm telegraphing it really, really hard. Oh, it would be a real shame if somebody had wished to stop this and did not. Oh, now I'm doing, it's a 3-step boss animation. I do a little sweep, and I do another little sweep, and now, oh, I'm coming for the punch. Oh.
So you do the 3 fake punches to throw off their parry timing?
And it just sounds like it's just a meaty little slap. It's just like
Unfortunately, Noko is not here, so you hit
does
him.
does he teleport?
No,
Also,
he's looking
he-
very
he-
mad now.
he- the
Tomoros-
reason for the entire bit I just did was because Noko wasn't here. Just to be
Tomoros-
clear.
Yes.
Maybe you should come
Ah.
inside with Gek before you do anything, or else the rest of the town will be able to see what the hell you guys are doing.
Ah, yes, good call.
Ah! Wait, was that Noko?
Yes. Also, no, you're not driving. Gex was flying off. Unless you could reach
You
out.
got
and
caught.
You
got
caught.
caught.
Oh,
There's a
sad.
whole contested skill check and everything.
This
Alright,
is a
so
consequence
let me
for
get
you
this-
disappearing on us.
Let me get
You
this
can blame
straight. Are you actually?
You can blame my mother. She was over here making me make her food.
It's fine. I got to
Okay,
play
damn it,
Gek
Mama
for
we
you.
have
Noko.
confirmed. We have
I did
confirmed that
fucking
Gek is
do
not a
it.
child. Through
Yeah,
violence.
I punched you. I slapped you across the face.
Attempted child abuse happened, but
But you're not a
It just
child,
had
so
to be assault. It was just basic assault.
just basic assault. That is
Garden
that is a
variety,
true
basic
D&D
bitch assault.
quote. Just basic assault.
basic assault.
We
So I will have Ptomiros. You need to roll on the Fey Madness table, please.
no.
Oh golly.
Oh no.
Is he able to pull everyone? The two of them get pulled inside the house first.
Yeah, there you go.
Gex is 100% contesting this. Not I'm here.
Contesting my Fey Madness?
No,
Oh!
contesting you pulled into the house.
Roll me a
That's
D4,
really
please.
good.
Oh no!
Wait, no, that's horrific. I thought there was gonna be an upper end. Damn.
Oh please! Oh please!
Yeah.
Dynamos.
Yes!
Okay.
So
Meow.
as Ptomiros reaches out
Even smaller.
and the slap happens, you hear Fee go, "No, Ptomiros, Ptomiros, you're shrinking, Ptomiros, Ptomiros, oh dear,
Statement.
where'd he go?
Ptomiros must have injured himself, and therefore is a child and has been teleported away.
Wait,
We have concluded Gek is not a child, and Ptomiros
Oh
is.
my god, the small dragon is finally becoming a normal size dragon!
Brandy gets on her knees and then looms over Ptomiros. Oh,
When did you get so big?
you appear to have turned into a very small thing.
I'm not
what did you
small, I'm
do?
perfectly average for my size.
I got it small. Yes.
Well,
I would like to get the Gek balloon and pull it back inside, please, and then with the other hand pick up Ptomiros.
Ptomiros
I mean, has the
riding his
Gek balloon
sled.
floated away by this point?
Oh wait, I have a mount now.
15
You
feet
have-
at a time.
You can mount a mount that mounts your mount.
Yo, dog, we heard you like mounts.
Hey, no, you got wrestled in. Brandy was gonna undo.
And then the person
Perhaps.
who was wrestling me became an ant.
Don't make me vine whip you.
I will fucking slash you.
I
in
don't
half,
have
you
vine whip.
Jack is
That's the
eating
wrong
food.
character. God
Jack
damn
is
it.
hungry.
Key, can you send my token to front, please?
Yeah.
I'm like, look at tiny Ptomiros.
Oh,
That's what you get for
Disappointed.
smacking the Gek.
Experiment failed. Both were not children.
yeah, there we go. I got a mount now. Look at me, I'm riding my slug. I'm a little slug rider.
And
Sad
being slowly
octopus?
melted by the slug's acid.
Wait, what?
What do you mean, acid?
What am I gonna say to try it? Gek, can you at least? I'll come to the buffet place with you, but can you just wait just a little bit to figure out exactly
Gee,
what we're
there's
doing?
walls. There's walls.
Oh,
Jack cannot escape.
well,
Oh, that's
having a pet is
rude.
a big responsibility.
That's
Make
so-
a strength. Make a strength check.
There you go.
What
Thank you.
strength? Oh no.
I like how
No,
Nick goes to the gym again.
I'm going. I am going. Key, is that fine?
Okay.
Yeah, I would say roll
I need
athletics and another dex save if you guys are gonna be.
Okay. This is where Brandy's secret muscle skills come out.
And Jack, you have advantage because of your danger sense. So
What am I rolling? Athletics?
Dex save.
dexterity saved with advantage.
That's where the saving throw.
Saving throw.
saving a throw.
Yep.
Uh oh.
Gek is gone.
But Gek is gone.
So does the
Like-
Rogue
rope
is over here.
out of?
A gust of wind comes by and just lifts Gex just slightly out of reach of you.
Oh.
Gex is
That's
slowly
not
gonna make
good.
his way over here. 15 for that time.
Well, what's the worst that can happen? In any case, Ptomiros, you are melting.
I'm not melting, you're melting!
Ptomiros, are you what? Wow.
Yes, large fee?
Well, you're very small.
No, you're all just very big!
Yes,
Which
yes.
one seems more likely? That
The
you become
latter.
small.
You're asking
Uh-huh.
Ptomiros
I-
this?
I think it's
Well, yeah, that's fair.
irrespective
I'm
of whether
perfectly normal size for a boy of my age!
well, irrespective of whether the entire universe grew or you shrunk, you are very small compared to us. So,
Yes, and I'm kind of displeased about it. I wish to be large.
well, would,
I would like to pick up the slug plus Ptomiros.
well,
You can do so.
I say we're going for a ride. Ah!
I hold the slug and Ptomiros riding it up to eye level.
oh, right. Well,
Thank you.
I suppose I can run some arcane tests to understand what exactly is affecting you. I don't know if we
I
will be able
wonder
to
if
dispel it,
big
but
food. I wonder if big food affects you the same way it would if you were also big. Let's go find Gek. I'm gonna put the slug on top of my head, facing forward, and I'm gonna start walking over towards the buffet.
All right. Well, you're able to control it, so you can group to get. Oh, I think.
Nah. Yeah, we left behind. Oh god. Oh lord.
All right.
So unless
Ah,
anyone
token
stops,
collide. You know what solution? Ptomiros falls off immediately.
Let me fix it.
Ah.
well,
So much for the test you were going to run.
yeah, well, I suppose he's. When Brandy has a thing on her mind, and Ptomiros, well, it's Ptomiros, so I suppose they can return when they are ready. Anyway,
Just faintly off in the distance.
Whee!
Anyway, I suppose we should find a berth or something for the night. I do wish we could find maybe some place where I could obviously finish studying this diary, as well as perhaps some sort of laboratory or something with alchemical facilities. But otherwise, I suppose you can go and eat. You should be, I hope, safe here with all the guards and the king's favor, at least.
Actually, do you mind if I watch you work? That's a weird request, isn't it? It's weird. Never mind. Forget I asked.
No, but that should be fine. It should be alright. I don't mind. I'm sorry if I may not respond, but you know how it is. Sometimes you just get so involved in what you're working on. But no, you can stay with me. That is okay.
Oh, thanks. Your what did you call it? Alchemy? It's just really, really fascinating to me.
Oh, yes.
It's not the kind of magic that I'm used to.
It's a science of magical properties, essentially. It's taking the natural magics in the world and combining them into a more tangible form. Usually some sort of either combustible or ingestible, and she trails off and goes off on a long tangent of explaining alchemy versus arcane versus other things.
Yanara is both listening very intently, but also, like,
glazed.
It's obvious that she's not retaining any of this, but she. And meanwhile, Key, I don't know if you want any kind of role to accompany this action, but I want to turn Bippy invisible and then have him go around and just randomly unlock the lanterns that the fairies are in.
All right.
This can only end well.
I will need you to roll me a sleight of hand with Bippy. I mean, with the invisibility, I believe.
So it would be at an advantage, right?
Yes, but is invisibility like once you touch something, it reappears? Let me read
until it attacks or casts a spell.
Ah, you're correct. You're correct.
Object interactions are fine.
You just roll me some sleight of hands in the background.
Aren't dead bodies objects?
They are. Corpses are objects in D&D.
Where is Bippy? Is Bippy on the... Oh, there it is.
Is a tree an object?
What? Oh, shit. That's not what I meant to... I'll just roll again.
A tree is not a corpse. So no, it's not an object.
I know, it was just the discussion from Almir.
Oh, thank God for the advantage. Okay, 23.
All right. Well, yeah, you order Bippy to go about and start going to any of the Fey lamps, and I will say, let me roll a couple here myself. I gotta find the right one because there's so many. In the meantime, what is Sorcerer and PB doing? PB's just standing there with receipt stuff going on.
I mean, he's still contemplating how he can try and abuse the what defines a child and gets the enchantment thing, so he's considering replacing his parts if he can ever find parts to replace himself with.
Sorcerer, meanwhile, just bolts. Just see ya. Bye. Rep.
I've seen what happened. Some guy just shrunk to like 100th of his size. Yeah, people are asking if they could objectify a corpse.
So what you're saying? What you're saying is Sorcerer has literally put his hands down in his leotard so he can't touch things and is just walking away.
What is happening? Oh no!
More like walking backwards and trying to. He's trying to do the Irish goodbye.
Is that racist?
I don't know. Is Ireland real?
Only in some
Give her
worlds.
her rosy cheeks, it is.
I would
Sorry, I
say,
don't
yeah, with all the rules I've been going, I say Bippy at least got to maybe 4 lamps. And
Oh, is that all? Okay.
Well, the last one is because you're going going towards the feast hall, and then one of the bullywugs noticed, and they're like, "Huh?" So,
Okay, fair. Hey, he got a few.
but it became a little darker going towards the feast hall.
Okay.
Right, sorcerer. Oh, sorry, did I miss the sorcerer? If you want to do something.
Nope, he is trying to avoid getting chaos magic.
Okay. Are
Honestly,
you gonna do?
bumped into
One of
some.
the smartest choices you can make right now.
He hides behind the wall. If they don't see him, he doesn't see. He doesn't see them. They don't see him.
Is the sorcerer a child?
He has the object permanence of one.
So you're just basically hanging out on the balcony of the backside of the King Gullop's home.
Trying to hide behind it, yeah.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
He's-
that's
he's-
all-
good.
He's cronking it right now.
yeah, you're about to go over
got his own
the
theme
railing,
music.
and then as you're about to go over, you easily slip downwards and fall into some brushes and more swamp water, making a big splash, which turned a lot of people towards your direction. So
I freeze. Their vision is based on movement.
they're like,
Where
at
to
first
go? I
they
can't
don't
see
say
him.
anything. Some of them will kind of like try to ignore you, but there are some who are like, "Oh no, the fleshy has fallen." Does that mean he gets a new name? Yeah, the pitiful.
It's a fall.
So yeah, they're not. They don't do anything, but they notice that you fell. Great. I suppose, Gek, Brandywine, and Ptomiros, you find the feast hall, which has a lot of. You fly in, and you see a lot of tables with different types of food. With, as you can tell, they're very. Let's just say very extravagant meals, from like normal food to like, bread and soups and stews. And there's one side of the spectrum where you see fried spiders and centipedes and some fly suckers and scorpion
golly,
tails.
do I love fried spiders!
And-
Which table is the closest?
Whatever one you choose, it's either this one. It's probably this one.
Been flung off.
I'm trying.
Thank you.
So yeah, it's. Where is my ping? Sorry. Why can I not ping? There's
Don't-
no
hold down.
pinging in this.
Hold down.
Thank you.
Hold it, yeah. There you go.
Nope, not pinging.
Gasp.
I don't know, man. Anyways, yes, you found the table with bugs on it. There you go. And it looks delicious.
Oh, the poor
Uh,
jumper.
Well, it's tarantula, but that's okay.
Oh, wait, the tarantula's on here?
Yeah, this is the bug table. This is the human food table. And these tables you don't know.
Oh,
They-
it's human.
To be clear,
To serve man.
just to be clear, these insects are all deceased, right? They're not
Yes,
like okay.
they're all deceased.
Good.
Gek's gonna take a couple handfuls of spiders.
Why are you making a Constitution saving throw, Nox?
I'm eating bugs.
You're fine.
Ptomiros, which one do you want to... why are you eyeing the bug place?
Flying spiders.
All right. He comes over and then...
They're bigger
Which
than
one?
Ptomiros's, aren't they?
Which one do you want to start with? I can grab it for you.
That one.
He gestures to one very specific spider on the plates. His arms are tiny. It is hard to make out which one he's pointing to.
The one in the middle, the brightly colored red and black one, the orange one, the hairy
17
one.
from the left with the orange spots.
Oh, that one. Okay. Gingerly forefinger and thumb picks it up and puts it over her head in front of Ptomiros to grab.
Please give half of it to the slug.
Yeah, Giglemesh is the one who takes it and starts eating it.
Giggle mesh?
Oh.
Good.
Giggle miss.
That's his new name. He is now Giggle Mesh.
So wait, Ptomiros wasn't quick enough.
Nope.
Oh!
Maybe just like grab a handful and just like shovel it in a general direction. I'll grab at least one of them.
Oh. Okay.
It's not very pretty because you're getting drops
He's
of
just chucking
goo.
spiders everywhere.
And her hair.
You get a spider, and you get a spider, and you'll get a spider.
She begins feeding the two on her head, the spiders, but she also is smiling. This is kind of fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That will last me 30 weeks.
In the meantime, does anyone else want to do anything during their long rest?
Everyone is muted.
After Fee has spent, is there anywhere that Fee could find alchemical, like a laboratory or some sort of alchemical setup? She doesn't obviously have much on her herself, but is there anywhere that she could?
Right. Yeah, so if you ask around, some of the bullywugs point to a certain noble home, which is going to be the one way down here.
Okay, over there. I see.
I don't know if you can
Yep,
see my
yep, yep.
ping.
Down here. Got it. Okay. Yeah, after she finishes copying out the diary, unsure, outside of, having an idea of what kind of magics are kind of clinging to it, she obviously doesn't know what kind of magics would be able to locate it. So she sets it back down after basically doing close to a page per page copy as much as she could from the important information, and then she'll start heading out and going toward that location.
Okay. Otherwise, I'll just do this so that way it can be like boom, and then Yunara was coming with it. Coming with ya. PB, do you stay in the King Gullop's home?
I mean, he doesn't really see a reason to leave.
Okay.
He signed a peace contract with the king after all, so he's just kind of sitting there and still pondering how to get to the witch and how to potentially... What defines a child?
Well, that as you're thinking, your ferret is pawing at your face and just moving around. Just having a good old time playing with your Warforged bits and around your shoulders and head and stuff like that.
Well, I imagine PB is also overheating a little bit with the excessive calculations and just sunbathing on his head, or sun warming on like on a warm rock kind of deal.
And Sorcerer, do you stay in the water?
No, he's gonna get out and just try to find a place to rest for the night.
Yeah, you can go pretty much anywhere. You know that the feast hall is over in this direction. You can take any of the homes. You watched as Fee and Yunara and Dumplemore head off in one direction. So.
Yep, as soon as I
Alright.
can move my token in that
There you
general
go.
direction.
The walls. The walls.
The walls.
The walls. Invisible walls.
So what were the other tables? There was quote unquote human. Oh no.
Like you have pumpkin pie, you have, desserts, you have stews. The others are just like fruits, vegetables that look a little rotted or discarded. So it's just like the other two tables are mostly like leftovers that they don't really take care of. And now it's just being swarmed by live flies and other disgusting things.
How distracted is Gek?
I mean, he's moving around. That's Gek's question.
He's just flying around stuffing his face with food.
Hey, psst. Sorcerer, can you get close enough to Gek for me to tie that leash around you?
Me?
Well, yeah, you're all muscle.
Reminder, Gek has beat Sorcerer in the arm wrestle fight. Sorcerer is also not known as a sorcerer. Sorcerer is in fact just WrestleMan now.
What are we
Only
whispering
know.
about? I'm very strong too.
Not that size.
Ptomiros, you're literally riding on top of my head right now.
Wait, let me try something.
Key.
Yeah.
Do I have like Ant-Man, like normal man size strength while shrunk down to the size of the ant?
Your stats hasn't changed. You're just an ant-sized person now.
Can I violently wrench Brandy's like hair in one direction?
Oh no, we're gonna ratatouille this shit.
Ratatouille this shit.
I mean, you're on the slug. You're on top of her head. I mean, you
Can
could
I
pull
reach?
on her
Can
hair.
I reach as far as I can and grab like one hair and just like yank it out?
Yeah.
But why? I mean, sure,
That
but
took no effort whatsoever. As long as I can reach it, I can throw it.
wait. So what's the order of operations here again?
He pulled a piece of hair out of your head. So
To prove my strength.
Okay, let's see. What kind of check to do to keep one's
Hair.
no to reaction?
Oh, to keep her cool?
Yeah, to keep her cool.
I don't know, probably wisdom saving throw, con saving throw.
Yeah, let's do con.
Maybe a Noku roll on the fate table.
Oh,
Macamorp
Why
is
is
talking.
Mechamorph saying that? Mechamorph, I hear you.
You just hear through the ether.
Noco, roll on the fey table.
Okay, man,
Fired by the Mecha Consortium. Do not resist.
Oh no!
Wait, does Gek know how to read? Can Gek spell?
Wait, let's leave it up to interpretation. This would be great.
I mean, he's surprisingly intelligent.
Q S L 4 sunshine.
all right.
That hurts Brandy. She yelps out in pain as you yank one of her hairs.
Sorry, I was trying to control you like in that biography about the chef who cooked with the rat.
Have you ever considered just asking what you'd like me to do? I thought that this was a cool little thing, but no, you just have to go off and he's picking up the slug.
No, I was trying to show you how strong I was.
She is gently
Look at me,
shaking
I'm
the
so
slug with you on
strong.
top
Ah!
Good lord.
Actually, this is kind of fun. Do it more. Ah!
of it. No, why?
Whoops, ignore that. Sorry.
Ow!
You hear like tiny clinking noises as Ptomiros is just like holding on to the one hair, just banged back and forth. Like Loki in that one Avengers scene.
I'm going to attempt to pluck Ptomiros out of my hair. Is there a pie or full of whipped cream or something on this table?
Pretty much.
I would like to pluck him off of my hair and then
Mhm.
upend him directly into the whipped cream.
Wait, would this be a contested athletics throw?
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Oh no, I have no chance in hell. I have to roll
yeah.
a net 20.
Just rolling that 20, Dirk. Just rolling that 20, man. No problem.
Yeah.
Can I slide of hands?
Just
Dexterity?
Just roll the
Roll
die.
dice. Roll a die.
Nope.
Hey, surprisingly close.
Nah.
You
Brandywine,
see-
you're fed first into the pie.
Oh. Hold on. What is
Well, actually, I was gonna say you see like a meteor crater style hole appear in the pie, and then the pie itself launches towards your face.
the back of the pie tin just dents in.
There's a tiny hole that I exited out of.
Yep. It's not pleasant. Now you have pie in your face.
Oh, we could do so many political assassinations with this.
In the meantime.
A little flame begins to gather in her hand. The produced flame starts to heat up Ptomiros
Keith,
from
there's a window
below.
right here.
Oh, the best thing is I still have the
Yes.
same stats, so my stealth will be exactly
Is it
the
open?
same. I cannot hide on you.
No.
Can it be opened?
Yes.
I think Jack is gonna try opening the window so he can go fly around the lights. He's like fooding out of his mouth. He has like one arm still holding on to more food. The other arm's just mess with the window.
Okay.
If I try, can I get the window open?
Yeah, it opens easily.
Oh, perfect. I grab as much food as I can in the other arm and I start to fly out. I start to float out.
Okay.
There's a wall there. I can't go through the wall.
Oh, that's just sad. That's too bad, you know.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, Gek's just gonna
Oh,
go like
that
one of
is
the
not
branches
the
that
right
has like a
person.
tree on it somewhere and just gonna sit up there and eat food.
All right.
Giglamesh.
You can mesh.
Giglamesh.
Gigalamesh.
Okay. Is there anything else you guys want to do during your long rest? Fee, what were you
Right.
trying to do with your alchemy? Cheap.
Yeah, I'll just finish with mine. So if anyone else has anything else they want to do, basically, Fee's gonna do some alchemy stuff, and then she's gonna do some more research on her arm.
Well, since PB doesn't require a ton of rest, and well, you notice there's a lot of tokens around PB. PB is going to
no.
spend half of the century night that he gets walking around asking every single NPC to sign the contract because that is what he's obligated to now do. You
Okay.
don't have to roleplay that, but
Are
that's
you a
what he's going to
child?
attempt to do.
One
And yes, he will
paper,
add that.
please.
Actually, yes, he's going to add that as part of his terms now. He's going to ask, are you over 18? Are you considered a child in your race?
Okay.
you a
Use either
child?
piece, and are you considered a child?
And
This
then
can
he
have
pulls out.
zero social repercussions.
Also, he pulls out candy from his chest cavity. If
The
you
P
are.
stands for predator.
Fantastic. As you're going around doing this salty, going to every single NPC, I'm going to have you roll on the Fey Madness table too.
Perfect.
You also become ant-sized.
Fey Madness. Let's see. How many rolls again? It's
It's under the macro table. And you should just click on the Fey Madness, and then you hit. Should roll. Just roll.
I see the table. I don't see the macro, or am I just blind as a bat as usual?
There's. You click
That's
on it,
helpful.
and
I
then
think if you just right click it, there should be a button that says roll.
Ah, yep, there it is.
Yeah.
Right click.
Oh no! Oh no!
That is so perfect for this moment.
yeah, during your times going up to some of them, most of them are saying "go away," and then you go away to the next person. Leave me alone. You leave that person alone. This goes on forever. So.
I am worried that one of them is going to say "get lost."
Oh no!
I'm not that mean. Because
I
need
mean,
to-
he's already lost, I guess, with the loophole, but
What we mean is get lost and roll 4d6 6 times.
we're just
Uh,
get bent, and PB just starts bending a finger.
yeah.
But yes. All right, yeah, but PB is going to, probably get rejected and told to get lost at most turns, or go away, or leave me alone, or maybe another day, and he'll have to remember that, which is going to be fun. So, yeah, well.
It will. It happens. All right. So the only one who doesn't rest is technically PB.
He
But
rests
you
for a little bit,
eventually, eventually all of you find some sleep of some form or way, but you don't dream, which is unusual is for being what you assume to be the second or maybe the third day being in the Feywilds, that you haven't dreamed anything, but you still feel replenished and feeling rejuvenated as you wake up to the new morning, or what you think is a new morning, because there is no sun in this land. You just wake up to a lot of frogs
There's no
croaking,
sun!
and there's no
been no
sun.
sun this whole time.
In
I
mine,
think Ptomiros needs to roll a d4 now that it's a quote-unquote new day.
yes, he needs to roll a d4, and I also need him to roll a dexterity saving throw.
What?
Oh golly.
Oh, good.
Great.
That's not.
Oh
a D4.
no.
There we go.
Yep. Still
Oh
inside.
come on.
Still
Did I take
inside.
reverse results?
And you also take 10 fire damage as your sun medallion that you found in the mystery mine explodes.
What?
Because you
What?
have no chance to find dawn in this land, so it explodes.
Oh,
Wait.
Oh.
So my panic at there being no sun was warranted.
Yep.
Okay, so we just okay, guys, Shred, Nox, did we maybe pass out after having a food fight in the food hall?
Sure.
How... So I might have grabbed the hug slug with Ptomiros as Brandywine lay down to sleep.
Yeah.
The hug slug is comfy. Ptomiros, where are you in this equation?
I'm on top of the slug.
Okay, you're crushed up against Brandy's chest.
Oh golly.
And then you
But-
explode.
Yep, he's the one who's
Zero.
wearing the medallion, so I have to remove that from your inventory.
Use your
No!
and that's how you wake up.
Yep. Surprise Screech jumping around, looking around, accidentally flinging you. I don't know.
I'm hanging on real good.
Yep, and Brandywine, you wake up with butterflies. Dead butterflies around you.
Oh, what color?
You know what? Roll me a 1d10.
Wait, I thought that she lost that effect.
Did I? Did she?
Yeah, didn't we all get decursed or whatever?
Oh, you're right. Never mind. Never mind.
Well, which decurs happened?
You still run your mouth. You don't have butterflies anymore.
Never mind. You're good. You're good.
We lost the curse, but we didn't lose, like,
What we lost.
We didn't
Yeah.
regain what we
Yeah.
lost.
That's why Fee didn't get her old arm back. She just got excruciating pain from the fact that her new arm has been doing that for 4 decades. Actually, 2 decades, but anyway. Do you want me to roll an Arcana for researching my arm?
Yes. Yes,
Alright.
please.
Question. If Yanara was providing like an inspirational background accompaniment, would that give her advantage?
Or a
I mean,
bardic
she already has
inspiration?
a bardic inspiration because she already has advantage. So.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll add a bardic on top of that.
Cool. Hit me with that bardic.
I will. Hold on a second.
I will roll that. So, Arcana with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, very
Scott
nice.
is going to re-up his Eldritch Sight because I keep forgetting he has it.
I'll add it. I'll add a bardic inspiration on it for a total of 29.
Woo!
Dear Christ. Well, yeah. Your DC has lowered once again by let's say by 2 scores with how high that was. But you, I don't know the mathematics of what we were trying to do because it's been a while. But I will say that
So if I'm remembering
ahead.
correctly, so I've done. This was my 3rd check. So the first check was theoretical. So that was to basically lower. I think lower the difficulty of the next check. The second check was a physical tinkering. She was basically working with the arm itself and did some stuff. And I think I lowered the lightning damage down by 1 step or something. I don't remember exactly. I gotta go back and look. This one was again another theoretical. So she's again studying it some more. She's being methodical about it. So this was not changing anything about the arm. It was more rechecking equations, double crossing it against what she's already done, what's happening, the sensations that it's been giving her, all that sort of stuff. So this one was still a theoretical check to lower whatever the next check would be.
Yeah. So it went down by 2.
Okay.
So.
Cool.
Okay. And Peacepa, as you've been not really waking per se, as you've been roaming around this courtyard, not being able to talk to anyone, you re-summon your detect magic, and there's a few things that you feel magical near you. One being that it's the ox, and but there's also a couple things inside King Gullop's home. And I believe you left the book
Yes.
in the home, correct? Yeah, so you do feel that necromancy and evocation coming from inside King Gullop's home.
I mean,
mhm.
he's curious. If there's necromancy, I guess that would definitely catch his interest of being something that could be disturbing of the peace, but he also doesn't want to necessarily steal. He might be a crazy peace paladin, but he's not exactly evil. Or at least law-breaking to his knowledge.
Yeah, so if you go back to King Gullop's home, you realize that the guards are back at their stations and they kind of like stop you before you come forward. Oh, what would you like
Tell
to
him.
leave me alone?
Just leave me alone or leave him alone or go away.
Some of them said leave me alone, the others are saying go away.
I mean, yeah, because he's trying. If he goes up to the king's palace, if they tell him to go away, he has to go away.
Yeah? One of them said halt, the other says go away. so you're kind of in a bind.
I mean, you could hear Brandy scream in response to the explosion that just happened.
Yeah, I mean, Sorcerer, you hear this from you plonked out.
Why is something exploding?
Sorry, I had a little oopsie overnight.
Well, I guess it's not compulsion. It just says I have to agree to the suggestion.
Agreed.
I guess. How do you want to define that other than just agree, or do I have to actively act upon it?
Well, if you agree to it, then you agree to it. If you want to dismiss it, you can roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I meant more of like
If you want to
agree
it.
and actively being forced to do it, or I guess two different mindsets. If I agree to it, but then I just don't follow it, or I ignore it, or I only follow it for the second, or is it I am basically like under a suggestion?
I mean, it is kind of like suggestion.
Okay,
So
that's just what I wanted. Okay, so he'll halt, and then when told to go away, he will just
all right. So you walk away from the king's home. You hear commotion coming from the feast hall as you hear shouts from your compatriots, Sorcerer and Brandywine, and a very squeaky Ptomiros.
if he could roll his eyes, he would be rolling them so far back. If anyone is disturbing the peace, of course it's them.
The ox stares into the whites or non-whites of your eyes as you pass.
He just apparently collides with the token because the ox is just that thin.
The ox moves out of the way respectfully.
This unit does not know how to comply with that suggestion. How rude.
So did the explosion leave like ash or smoke or what?
I
Is
mean,
it just magical?
it's you do see some black smear on Tomiros's like neckline.
I thought you were gonna say like you see a Ptomiros-sized hole in the wall,
No,
but like
no.
mini Ptomiros.
No, pretty much you were against Brandywine, so if anything, you feel something, you smell something burning on yourself, Brandywine, and you look down and yeah, there's the smoldering Ptomiros that looks a little black around the neckline.
Oh, sorry, I missed your message in chat.
I'm sorry, my amulet appears to.
Sorry, wait.
I'm sorry, my amulet appears to have exploded.
What have you? What?
My sun amulet was making me when my sun powers do real good. And now it's gone forever.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe it got tired of not seeing the sun.
Brandy looks over to the sorcerer with a questioning gaze.
And then coming up behind you, you hear Peacepot coming through the door.
Hey, BB!
Exasperated query. Are any of you in need of assistance or healing?
Ptomiros keeps exploding.
It was one time.
What
That's
was
one
the
more
other
time that
time?
people normally do.
You know, I've heard of a story about like this. Holy people exploding in the fireballs. Well,
Wait.
Statement. Spontaneous combustion is a very real concern for these units. The tiny one should be sent back for maintenance.
I am not one of you. I am a man.
I'm gonna pick Ptomiros up by his collar and put him in my hand.
This unit is pressing X to doubt.
So the hug slug just sticks to whoever it wants, right? Or it compels you to hug it?
It's not a
Is that-
compulsion. I think it's just mechanically it tries to hug you in combat, and if it succeeds, then you get temp HP. But it's like a saving throw thing, and it's a comically low DC. You can also use your reaction to get the benefits from it. So it's worded adversarially, but in reality, it really is just a buff until everything finishes, and then you have to do a saving throw to not take damage.
Well, I think he might be a little bit hurt. But could you take a look, EB?
Statement, of course.
So offering Ptomiros over to PB.
PB just stares intently at him.
It's like the Iron Giant.
You asked him to take a look.
Super peace.
Statement, it is indeed Ptomiros.
I could have told you that.
PB, are you okay?
Statement, this unit is missing several diagnostics and memory checks. Define okay.
Brandy's thinking of how to deal with all those words, apparently, like our player is. Oh, do you happen to like to eat anything, PB? Or are you not able to because of the no mouth thing?
Answer, this unit does not need to consume. However, he gently lifts the funky ferret thing. What was it? A fungal ferret. That's what it was. Fungal ferret. Off his shoulder. This one may need to consume. He just sets it on the floor. Go. Consume, little one.
Are you sure that's wise?
Query, why wouldn't it be? It is not a child.
No,
Or is
but
it?
it can get up to some mischief.
Is it any worse than the mischief that you all normally get into? I fail to see how it could disturb the peace any further.
I think it's trying to escape.
No,
If that
it
is what will
just-
put it at peace, then it may do so.
It climbs up some tables and along the walls, and then it finds a bowl of salad and starts eating it.
Canned response. My, how the little ones grow so quickly.
Huh. Baby, are you sure that you're feeling all right?
Query, this unit does not feel in the same way that you may. This unit is fully functional. As far as mechanical diagnostics have confirmed.
Brandy looks over to the sorcerer. Well, I suppose we should try finding the others.
Yeah, we probably should.
Splendid
Hopefully-
idea. This unit will look for the others. And immediately
Wait.
marches out.
Wait, what? What? PB, where are you going? Come back!
What do you think he's gonna
Affirmative.
do?
He comes right back.
What do you think he's gonna do? Explode?
No, I don't think so.
See, there's nothing to worry about.
PB,
Statement,
can
this
you
unit has
explode?
returned as instructed.
See?
PB, can you explode?
Analysis. If enough damage was done, perhaps of the explosive or fire type, it may cause combustion.
Well, that's good. It's not like you can explode on your own then. Maybe we should also find Gek. Why is the window
Affirmative.
open? That window wasn't open last night, was it? Oh no.
Maybe he's gonna go look for Gek.
Fantastic. Brandywine, Sorcerer, did you guys eat any of the food?
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
probably, yeah.
Roll a fame mana stable, please.
Oh no!
Cool.
I am so glad I'm not in that room.
So roll.
Oh, oh! Oh Jesus Christ!
Now I gotta find a duck.
I mean, I have
Oh my
a
God, oh my
fairly non-creepy duck token from a prior phase.
No, no, no! You should totally send her the creepy duck with the teeth.
That's what I'm referring to.
The unkillable duck. It spawns more ducks. Infinite ducks.
I wonder who came up with that.
Please tell me that this is permanent.
It's a curse. So
Brandy just has a permanent duck.
yeah.
I never
Okay.
have to worry about rations ever again.
So
Good.
you lost the butterflies, but you gained an immortal duck.
So Ptomiros is riding the slug that is riding the duck that is riding Brandywine that could ride the ox. We
There's
also have a
a
This
children's
is the
log
ride.
on
house.
the log,
This
on
is
the
the
log.
house that Jack built.
I was thinking, the hole in the bottom of the sea.
Is there
There's a Ptomiros on a frog. No, Ptomiros on a slug. On a brandy.
There's a little guy and a slug on a druid on a duck. Wait.
I have
Oh, I
posted the
should-
duck.
Oh no.
Thank you.
It's a-
Oh God, I forgot how horrific that is.
Just never mention its smile.
Ugh. I hate it so much. I'm sorry I suggested this. God damn it. I don't know who is channeling trans right now, but I mean, that was a total trans thing to do.
So basically,
okay.
as soon as they exit, a duck just flops onto my head or something.
Yep.
What the? What are? She's shaking her head left and right, and then trying to shoo the bird off of her. I didn't know that ducks came here to the wherever the hell's this place is.
Shit.
Shoot!
What in the hells is that?
And he points at the duck with a tiny hand.
I don't know why.
What the fuck is this? Treg, what is this nightmare?
That's Quack
It's Duck
Thulu.
Thulu.
It's Duck Thulu, yeah.
Yeah, back to the
Oh. Oh, no.
My god. This is
you
my
guys
nightmare
remember
fuel for the
this?
next
That
couple
was from
weeks.
Floof.
I do remember this.
Yeah, Raina wasn't there for it.
No,
Fuck
I
you,
missed
Treg.
it. What the fuck? I am horrified by
I nearly
was
murdered them
the-
all with poison. And ducks.
This was the encounter that Treg decided that, maybe Meowsifer, the flurry, wasn't a good idea.
I'll use it myself. Thank you. Anyway.
Oh god, there's a duck. There's too many tokens on my head. Why did I decide that this was Brandy decided this. She's a chaos gremlin. What am I saying? Let's see. I
She
need to
just
stack
decided
these
this?
correctly.
And she hasn't even
There.
gotten her daily potato yet.
No.
That's right.
Fantastic. So you guys are looking for Gek. correct?
Oh my
Only there's no
Amazing.
mushrooms on the way over.
Must I do a perceptions thing?
I mean, you hear snoring coming
We
from high
hone in
above
our
in the tree.
perception on the snore.
And
It's
yeah,
located
there,
Gak.
I'm sorry to say this, Sorcerer, there is a house full covered in mushrooms. So
Oh no, where is it? I must lick it.
this is the house covered in mushrooms.
Is it the same one that Jack built? Because I got some bad news about those mushrooms.
Then I guess I'm licking those mushrooms because boy, am I compulsed.
Sorry.
Nah, 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 nah.
What? Oh no!
Over here.
I hear something. Sorcerer, what do you? No, those aren't for. Well, maybe they are. And then she goes to this guard next to her. Hi, are the mushrooms for public use?
Oh yeah. No. What is your friend doing?
I don't know. Also, are ducks in season? She points up at her head.
Ugh,
Which
what is
the
that?
duck, the hug slug, and Ptomiros are on top of Brandy's head.
The bullywug is flabbergasted because he's never seen a duck before, and
I
he's
knew it
very
wasn't
creeped
me.
out. I'm going to walk away now.
Sure.
And then he T-poses through a tree.
Pretty
What a
much.
fucking useless waste of space. Oh no.
Yeah, so you have
Oh.
Sorcerer licking every mushroom on this house. PB, I will say that you can easily hear the snoring coming from above, and you spot
No,
Gek.
PB points, found Gak, and then immediately that's the directive, and then just walks away.
Oh, okay, good, fantastic.
He has completed the suggestion. He could care less at that point. Because he doesn't remember why he came over there. Instead, he's just going to walk to Sorcerer and lick mushrooms, curious as to what this is accomplishing for him.
Good question. Sorcerer, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Well, at least I'm good at those. So I'll be
See?
tempting fate.
I guidance him?
Oh, of course. Of course.
Hey, that's 100% better than the last that D20
I mean,
That's
if you
true.
want to throw a guidance on there, Salty, since he did it as mid-roll, you can throw a guidance on.
I mean, at that point, maybe I just need to cast Revivify. But...
You never know. It might help.
Revivify?
Oh, it'll end detect. Whatever. End detect. I can cast it. It will.
Well, that's an ability
Oh.
check. Do you have resistance?
Do I have resistance?
No, does
Oh, it's ability
PB
check,
have
right.
resistance?
Yeah, resistance gives a D4 to saving throws. Guidance gives D4 to ability checks.
Ah,
Oh.
one. No, I have enhanced ability, but I wouldn't be able to
Hey.
probably figure that out.
And the enhance ability doesn't do saves anyway.
All right, I will say if you don't have
Sure.
resistance, yeah, 9. And
That is true.
fantastic.
That's one thing.
Are the mushrooms magical because P spots detect magic-y thingy?
No,
No. Oh, that might be worse. He's pulling out a
Um,
botany handbook right now, I bet.
you know what? Roll me a 1d10, Sorcerer, please.
There's a D10. Is that good? The silence
One.
is killing me.
Oh, 1. All right. So as you're looking away at these different maddening mushrooms, you start to have little dots of different colors, from purples to blues to pinks to yellows. You become spotted, and you have the ability to breathe underwater.
Of course.
Wow.
I can now
Breathe underwater.
Does he understand that immediately?
No.
I can punch ghosts.
You just see in appearance wise, you have spots of multicolored spots covering all of your exposed skin.
I mean, he's already tatted out, so what's really the difference?
If he was there, oh no, you've contracted chickenpox.
Frog pox.
Nonsense! I already contracted that as a child.
No, this is a worse one. This might be duckpox. But she's not there.
Duckpox.
Yeah, she's not there.
I like to think the sorcerer just hallucinated the conversation.
Fantastic. In the meantime, what is Yanara and Fee doing as this is going on?
Fee had worked pretty late into the night before she finally decided to call it quits. She, I think she made good progress in understanding what's going wrong. By the time she finished, she looked over. Yanara had been playing whether her lute or the bird pipes or something fairly quietly.
It was definitely the lute.
And had fallen asleep. And so she kind of rouses Dumplemorp, and he, in his armor, helps just kind of props her up underneath and moves her onto one of the beds, and then Fee kind of falls asleep on the smaller one. And at this point, she might still be sleeping. I don't know if Yanara's woken up, but with how late she was working, Fee's probably still conked out on the bed here with the cat that may or may not be there. Hopefully it's not a dead cat.
Oh no.
Snoodle sleeps where Snoodle wants. It always leaves a dead cat behind.
Yeah, I mean, I think that if the chaos has not reached us yet, then Yanara is probably still conked out too.
Okay. I will say we'll just make the cat that you see on your bed there, Fee. It's a plushie.
Aww.
Someone crocheted it. So.
Aw.
She didn't fall asleep cuddling it. By this point at night, she is cuddling it quite securely.
Okay. As you two are sleeping, PB, where are you headed? You're still watching Sorcerer lick away at the wall of mushrooms.
Yep, he sees him turning colors and just... Query, is this what your race normally does when ingesting food?
Work.
He repeats the question. Query, is this what your race normally turns colors when you eat food?
He looks at himself. No.
Brandy pinches herself, looks at the other two, looks around. I guess PB also pointed Gek out up in the tree.
Yes, at one point.
Okay. She pinches herself multiple times. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm not dreaming. Somebody make it all make sense. Somebody... Yan, help it make sense, please!
I can help
Yan,
you with
where
the
are you?
There's curses about, and the small dragon is caught in the tree, and then this big one, he smells weird, I guess?
It's fey magic.
And you have a duck!
Does this answer your question?
Well, how would you know? Well, actually,
You
we're in the
asked.
Feywilds. Still, I want Jan to make more sense of it than you do. And then she casually passes a message over at the sleeping Gek.
Was that the message?
And she makes a little sign with her hands, and then these messages. Gek, wake up, please.
You see
I can
Gek
try
turn
to
over.
jump and grab him if need be.
He is truly at peace resting. We should leave him be.
And with that, Ptomiros, ant-sized Ptomiros is going to jump up and try to yank the leash down because his stats haven't changed.
Well, it's 20 feet up in the air. According to the altitude.
I might need you to throw me a little bit.
Actually, how tall would Ptomiros be
PB
on top of
agrees.
Randy's head?
Oh, dear.
Oh,
Okay.
no!
He just snags Ptomiros and yeets him.
Oh, yeah! This isn't the fastball special. This is the bullet train special.
PB, throw,
You gave a
throw me
suggestion. You must
athletics,
agree.
please.
All right.
Maybe he's the one who's thrown instead.
Wait, why didn't my fungus ferret throw it?
I don't know.
Oh,
You know
Alright,
how that works.
think
I'm
Ferret-
tiny.
I think you have.
yeah, but
your
it's not.
fungus
I don't have
ferret
a negative
selected.
4. I had both selected. Okay. Do you want me to re-roll or just use the roll against mine?
Do you have a -4 as your strength?
No.
Okay, then roll, please.
Maybe weak, but not that weak. I have a +1.
Yeah, well, we roll it.
Okay. Never mind.
Okay.
Your ferret is
Maybe.
stronger than you
So
are.
PB flings the ferret at Ptomiros.
Okay, with the 5, so you yoink Ptomiros into your hand and you start to throw it, but then your ferret is kind of like in the way, so it's a very odd angle. So you managed to throw him, but you don't know where he went.
Just straight in the water.
You see a Ptomiros-sized indent in the trunk of the tree. Right over here. There's a tiny, tiny Ptomiros-sized ant-shaped hole. Wait, no, the other way. Ant-sized Ptomiros-shaped hole.
Let's just.
Gek kind of gets up at hearing the little
Tree shivers.
as Ptomiros just smacks dead first into the base of the tree.
What is
This
going
unit
on?
apologizes. There must have been a malfunction in the arm.
PB, are you just doing anything that anyone says around you or something?
That sounds familiar, doesn't it, Brandywine?
Hmm.
Takes one to know
Oh.
what. No. Statement. This unit has some conflicting orders going on. Directives are questionable.
Oh no. Actually, Yan might be able to make this a lot more. PB, can you bark like a dog?
Dog-like emulation. Bark. 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 This unit
Bark, bark.
library of dog barks is limited.
To just the word bark.
This can't be good. You didn't eat any of the food. You were doing something last night, and I ate food, and so did Sorcerer and Tom. What?
Yeah, Gek's just sitting up here, just like eating food that he had just held in his lap, watching everyone down there.
Request. This unit would ask you refrain from asking this unit for or giving this unit any odd or questionable orders, since it seems its directives cannot be overridden.
Well, they can, and I suppose that's the problem.
Yes, whatever that means, would you mind getting us down from this tree? I'm quite small and I do not have the requisite uppies to get downsies.
Affirmative. Peacebot just steps into the water and grabs Ptomiros off the tree. and then starts to try to yank Gek down, or try to climb as best he can to yank Gek down.
Wait, no, stop. You can come back down with Ptomiros. Come here. Maybe.
He'll stop and bring Ptomiros over to you.
Well, what?
Statement. This is going to be very confusing.
PB, only follow what I tell you to do?
Oh no. Oh no.
She's got a personal murder bot. Fuck.
And she puts her hands over her mouth. Oh no.
Thank you. This unit is compelled, though paradoxes may ensue. This could be problematic. If this unit's head explodes, please return to the manufacturer. Warranty may be voided.
Hopefully we don't get to that point.
Just in case, what is your manufacturer and where can we find them?
We can talk about them while we find Yan and also Fee. Fee will probably be able to help with this. Come along, everyone. Please.
Quick, find the people who aren't insane.
Fee! Yan!
Fantastic. As you walk away, Sorcerer, you feel something pinch you on the backside.
Hey.
And you turn around, you see Clapperclaw standing there.
Oh, I thought it was just going to be a potato.
No, that's
A
Gek.
sentient potato. Hey, dude.
He's
No.
seeing potatoes for real now.
I see
Unless
you.
it's another effect.
I just wanted to thank you for freeing me from that mortal prison that I was in. You know, just a potato man. That's all I got for you. I'll see you in the ring, bud.
So his acid trip is just seeing potatoes.
Sentient potatoes.
The acid also comes from potatoes because it's infected with the ergot fungus.
So, yeah, so Sorcerer, as you start to walk away, you get pinched by Clapperclaw as he's trying to get a hold of your... I don't know what your pants are, I guess. And,
All he's got to grab is pretty much his ass there.
Yeah,
oh,
Highest of qualities of spandex.
it's the spandex of holding.
okay,
you know?
there's spandex of holding. And you feel it snap on your hips, I guess.
Hey, oh. Hey, you.
It's Clapperclaw. How
Yeah.
could you forget?
I had a lot of mushrooms this morning. Of course I remember you, Clapperclaw.
Cool. Anyway, have you seen my head yet?
No, I haven't yet, unfortunately.
What have you all been doing?
Trying to stop child labor. and then finding your head in the process.
Didn't I just say there's no children here besides the bullywug children?
You see, the children, it's a long story. But this is the way to the children.
Going into people's homes is to find children?
Well, you put it like that.
In some
I believe
places.
he's trying to find the children in people's homes and take them away.
Who said that?
I did.
There's coins scattering inside the gourd as they're looking back and forth trying to find whoever spoke.
Brandy turns around with her three-tiered hat. Oh, it's Clapperclaw. So, there's
Oh.
we're getting hit with Feywild magic stuff right now. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I can fix that.
Wait, no.
What do you mean, no?
I mean, we
Statement.
need to make
He
sure
said
that all
no.
of our
All right.
we need to make sure all of our friends are here too. Oh, BB, what are you doing?
Well,
Statement.
you don't
You-
want to be fixed?
No. I do want to be fixed, but we need to, friends are Gek? But where is everyone going?
I don't know. I was just talking to a sorcerer, and this one's telling me no. Anyway, so Fleshman, do you want to be fixed?
Fixed?
I think that means she removes her gonads.
I don't think that's what he means.
No, that's not what I mean at all. Do you want to be fixed?
Fixed of what?
No, are you under some Feywild stuff?
Well, yeah, I have an unusual compulsion to lick mushrooms.
Great. Give me your face.
PB takes off his faceplate.
Like, PB, no, you're not supposed to be listening to other people, just me.
As PB, as you hand over your faceplate, Clapperclaw removes curse on it and then gives it back to you. You are no longer suggested.
So you just
There you go.
I suppose I should thank you, but at the same time, why did I do this in the first place?
I don't know. Did you piss off some people?
It has disturbed my inner peace. If this is the witch's fault, they will pay.
I don't know.
Good.
It's
Keep
Feywild.
that attitude going forward.
Okay, great. I'm gonna start tapping people. Here, let me see your face.
You know, yeah, I would like to be fixed of licking mushrooms.
Cool. And then he basically pinches your face with the clapper claw, or with his lobster claw, and then you are now under the remove curse. You're no longer able to lick mushrooms.
But you still
I no
want to
longer
like mushrooms.
desire.
That was just you. You were just like that.
Yeah, I no longer desire. It doesn't stop me from doing that. Let's be clear.
It doesn't cleanse the sudden and immediate addiction you've now contracted to licking mushrooms.
Yeah, just one more mushroom will get it hurt.
Do me next.
I love how every campaign it has an addict in it.
Hey, lady, hold still.
No,
my
I
God.
think I actually... Here, my friend first.
Oh, okay. The slug?
No, she holds the slug, which Ptomiros is sitting on.
It's barely visible on top.
It's the middleman.
Huh?
Yeah, you just watch as a giant claw comes around you and then clamps you. And now you-
How exactly does this work? Is it
You'll grow to your normal size, sir.
Oh, I'm trying to hold up a... Oh, no.
Why is working already? It is so good to be back to the way it was. Oh, hello,
Shit's and
Dandelion.
giggles.
When did you end up on the ground?
Can I do a strength saving throw as suddenly there is a Ptomiros-sized
Sure.
Ptomiros?
Yeah.
I don't even know where I am anymore. Oh, wait.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Yep.
Ooh.
I just kind of fall in a pile, I guess, as Ptomiros apparates fully.
How did you end up in the ground there, Brandywine? Yeah, let me help you out.
She accepts the help.
All right, cool. Is anyone else under the madness?
Like I said, I was gonna try getting our friends together to make sure that they don't have... You're very kind for doing this. Is there something you want in return?
Yeah, my head.
Well, yeah.
All right, let's talk. Let's go and talk. Are they up here? Cool. I'll see you up there.
Well, Gek went in there, but I don't know. And then she looks
I'm
up
very smart.
again.
Oh no.
She looks up at the duck that's still on her head. Shakes her head left and right.
Nope, just grinning menacingly down at you.
Sheesh.
Beaming proudly,
Yeah.
this unit refuses to follow that order.
So, for the record, Gek,
Mhm.
if he had wandered around the room, over on one of the far tables, definitely, Fee was multitasking. And as she was studying her armor, or studying the arm and everything, and Yanara had conked out, Fee had found some ingredients and using some unconventional alchemical methods, baked some fresh muffins. So Gek would have probably found some fresh muffins over on the table here. Mostly because Fee does not trust any food anymore in the Feywilds and would rather make it herself.
Oh.
They wouldn't be as good as her mom's, but they're fresh and they're not Feywild. Probably.
Gek stays in the Adam for a moment. He takes one. He takes another one and walks over to Mechamorph.
Aw.
And eats it right in front of him.
Just your mecha.
E-A-K-E.
Dumbledore just kind of blinks at him blearily. He's still kind of sleeping. He's sitting on top of the armor that's now reconfigured itself into a somewhat of a sphere. Yeah, and he's just
E-A-T.
Just kind of like
You're no longer the effect of having to spell out your words. B-A-T-C-R-A-B.
YMCA, why are we spelling out this stuff?
Yeah, so Clapperclaw comes in, saying hello, good morning, and then pinches Gek just to remove the curse off of him.
Yeah, I think the sound of Gak and Clapperclaws jangling, Fee slowly kind of wakes up. Hello? What? Excuse me, Gak? Strange.
Hi.
Who is this?
So,
How did you get in our bedroom?
So, question, is Clapperclaw actually sitting on Yanara's bed like it looks like in the map? Really? Okay, because I don't think that, well, no. She's not expecting to see a headless scarecrow sitting on her bed when she wakes up.
Uh-huh.
She sees him and lets out a shriek and just completely impulsively, she casts dissonant whispers on him.
Wait. I thought you know this. Isn't this Scarecrow your friend?
I don't realize who this is. It's just something that I not expect to see sitting at the foot of my bed first thing in the morning.
We've only met this dude
So-
once.
Have a nice day.
So he just ends up taking off running and smashes into the wall over here.
Does he knock over
Yep.
Gek?
Knocks over Gek, smashes in the wall.
Oh, jeez.
I was sitting down, saying hello.
Yeah, you're not.
Oh my.
What?
Oh God, I am so sorry.
Fee's like fully awake at this point. What? Sorry. Please come here. And she kind of like hops down, grabs her satchel, and hurries over. And I will use my healer feat on her. On Clapperclaw here. So give me 1 second. Let me find it. So heals him 16.
Yeah, it heals him back up, but he can't hear a word you're saying because apparently he's deafened.
No.
No, if they are deafened, then they succeed.
Yeah. They can't be affected if they are deafened. But so she just goes up. Hang on. I don't think that is supposed to look like that. And she just basically starts like bandaging. By the end of it, his arm is in a sling because, well, he's a scarecrow and it probably doesn't do well with impacts. So, you're going to be okay. Just leave it in the sling for maybe 24 to 48 hours until the. Well, I assume whatever your. Mobility.
She just takes off the head and then starts shaking it, making sure it's working before putting it back on.
Oh, yes, and that too. I suppose you don't have any chance of a concussion. So no, I think you're okay. Just keep it on for light work and efforts, and don't lift anything too heavy. I am sure your hopefully your
Okay.
straw sinews will heal in that time.
Wait, I appreciate it, but I'm okay. I'm a scarecrow.
Oh, I don't.
All I
I
have to
guess
do
we
is-
know she's not a. He or she is not a child because they're still
I
here.
am a child.
Yeah, but our friend was saying that the children, if you get hit, they go somewhere.
Oh, you're right.
Well,
I think that has been thoroughly
Oh wait, sorry, wrong voice.
I think that has been thoroughly disproven at this point.
I mean, Gek is like 3 years old.
Yes, Gek is a child, and I have hit him a great many times, including right now.
I slap him again.
I mean, isn't he basically an old man in kobold years?
I mean, if you want to get into the metaphorical or the, philosophical discussions of how life.
11 days! Listen, your party is the rest of them are outside and everything, and I just came in to check on everybody, and everyone was under the Fey Menace table effects. So,
They didn't eat food.
I didn't choose them.
I thought we had come
We
to
leave them alone for 5 minutes.
it's been a day.
I suppose we didn't give them a specific and explicit order not to eat the food anymore. But okay. We'll have to.
Also, I wasn't like this when I left you.
You're not even
The
in the
last I
room.
saw you, I became like this.
You're
If anything,
literally
who's
not
to
in
say
the
it
room.
wasn't
You are downstairs. We cannot hear you.
Oh wait, sorry.
Join the conversation in the room or get the heck out.
Come on, Gilgamesh, let's go join this conversation that we don't know about.
Gek's still face down on the carpet with the muffins just out of front of him.
Stop moving my token. Who is moving my token?
Oh, that would be Zerg. Let me fix it.
And now I'm out of
No,
bounds.
who would dare do such a thing? No.
Holy
Anyways.
shit, Brandy. What is up with the creepy duck?
I have a new friend.
Okay, why is your friend so horrifying looking? I'm choosing to believe that it actually looks like this.
I don't know. I think he looks kind of unique.
Oh my god, she's adorable! Who is this little guy? Who's this little
Ptomiros, you're so
guy?
loud. Please. Oh.
Are those muffins?
What?
Oh,
Those were. Yes, I made them. Why are they? Gak, did you eat all of them? There's only a few left. We were supposed to share those.
They fell on the floor.
They're all over your mouth.
I only grabbed one for me and Mecca.
Oh,
Now they're on the floor.
Oh,
I mean, if you don't want them,
Get away.
would you
Key,
like help
question.
up? Get
Uh-huh.
Does mending work on muffins?
Yeah, it'll take a few moments to fix it.
Fee uses mending on the muffins.
oh my god, that was
She
such a D&D question.
She's like, okay, yeah, please stand back. And she pulls out this tool, and there's some magic starts emanating and sparkling around the muffins. Mother usually tells me not to do this, but well, I guess in this instance it's okay. She's not here to tell me that. Okay. And after a few minutes, the muffins are whole again. And Fee is munching on one of them.
Yeah, I don't suppose I could get one of those muffins, could I?
Oh, sure. There's some fresh ones still on the table over there, or you can have one of these. They do.
I grab one out of Fee's hands.
Just.
Thank you!
And I feed it to the slug.
Well, I was going to warn you that they do have a slight, singed flavor to them after the mending process, but I suppose the slug doesn't have taste buds, so I think it's okay.
Is
Yeah, you
it made
just see
us
bubble
with,
forming out of the slug's mouth.
Are they made with salt?
Translation. Wait, whoa, no, 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 no!
Well, not really. I couldn't really find salt. There was a lot of sugar, so they're very sweet. But salt was
So
a
they're
lot harder.
tasteless to everybody.
They were more difficult to find. I improvised. I hope they're okay. I don't think they're too bad.
So, if you don't mind me butting in, have you seen my head?
Well, look. I'm sorry. Do we know you?
No.
I'm Clapperclaw.
Oh yeah, Fee, you were kind of having a crisis at the time, but yeah, we're looking for his head.
Well, yes, of course. He seems to be missing it. Is that gorge is interesting? Is it? Can you see?
Yes, I can see just fine.
How? You have no.
It's like how?
You have no oculary organs. Or
I think the reasons why behind it is not as important as the fact that Clapperclaw's a kid that was put into that body, if I remember right.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
right.
god, there's a child inside of you! Quick! Help me out!
And I start ripping out the stuffing from the scarecrow.
Wait,
No,
I've always been there, hold tight!
Ptomiros,
no.
please.
You're disturbing the peace. Yodeling.
The word peace echoes ominously across the
Please.
PB was
He's been summoned.
reveling the fact that he doesn't have to agree to anything, so he ignored the orders to go inside. So he's actually outside.
Where's PP when you need him? Help!
The sorcerer has summoned.
Oh, sorcerer, why are you you look weird?
Didn't he have that?
I
Yeah, I was gonna say.
don't think so.
Wasn't that dispelled?
It was
Like getting
dispelled
pinched.
from the...
Was the mushroom effects dispelled? I thought it was the compulsion that got.
The compulsion
Oh.
of eating mushrooms.
Oh yeah,
So you still look
So
diseased.
I'm all tatted up still.
Oh my god. What exactly happened while Fee and I were asleep?
Well,
Fee
Stuff
has kind of
happened.
interposed herself between Ptomiros and Clapperclaw.
I ate food.
yeah, we
And
ate
slept.
food in the banquet, and
Of course you did. That would explain
Brandy,
a lot.
why? You knew better than that. We're
Well-
in the Feywild, man.
I know, but the pie looked really good. And
She ate a spider.
No, I didn't eat a
And I ate candy!
Well, irrespective,
Come at me!
irrespective of what you ate or how much you ate, you all, well, obviously were affected by the Feywild's.
Well, I obviously wasn't. I just found a new friend.
You see Fee look to say something, and then her mouth closes, and she goes, right. Okay, well, obviously Clapperclaw here is needing our help, right, Ptomiros? As she's standing between the two.
Obviously.
Right, so how
I
about...
can't find a child inside of him, but yes, clearly he needs our help.
I think it is more esoteric than that. It's perhaps the soul or personality of a child is trapped within, or perhaps it is a polymorph effect of some sort, but regardless...
So you mean like metaphorically. I understand metaphor. You could just said that before I started ripping out all the stuffing.
You didn't give me time. Anyway, Sorcerer, are you feeling alright? Are you feeling feverish? Come here. And she kind of starts walking towards Sorcerer. Come here. Sit on the bed.
I
right here. Please.
feel...
No, sit down. And she like climbs up
I
and
sit down.
stands on the bed, so she's, quarter of your height, but now is close to your head and feels up on your head. Well, you don't feel feverish or clammy. This is interesting. It does remind me a little bit of, badger mole pox, but it seems not to have any of the normal side effects, or other than the discoloration. You feel all right? Yes. You're not feeling faint or woozy or dizzy at all?
I just feel fine. I just look like I got another set of tattoos.
Okay, well, we'll keep an eye on it. If you start feeling strange at all, don't hesitate to let me know. The remedies are very simple, though they do require you to sleep for a little while for them to take the best effect. Okay?
Do you remember what mushroom did that to you?
Mushroom?
Just for future reference.
What do you mean, mushroom?
I think so.
Please tell me you weren't licking random mushrooms in the Feywild? You see Fee like folds her hands across her in front of her.
No, he seemed to have
If the
very
Feywild
little direction of
compulsed me.
purpose.
The Feywild compels you to lick mushrooms. Do you normally lick mushrooms anywhere else?
No.
But you thought it was okay here? In this
I didn't say
god's-forsaken
it was.
place of chaos. And just gives him a very, like, disapproving, that like mother smile of, I'm disappointed in you.
Look, I want to be here normally if I were to.
How about from
I
now on?
wouldn't lick it on my own compulsion, no.
Okay, well, how about
The,
from
the
now
wild
on?
magic here compels me.
From now on, everyone, she kind of turns around on the bed, keeps their tongue inside their own mouth and does not lick anything strange or eat any more food from the Feywilds that I did not vet for us. How does that sound?
I guess.
All right.
He slumps over in his shoulders.
Well, I
You
perception
don't have-
checking.
What, Salty?
Uh-oh.
I perception checked something, and then it disappeared.
You've been.
Should I be concerned?
You've seen the things you've seen. They cannot be told.
I'm in danger.
So.
Well, when I eat stuff like that, only fun stuff happens, so...
Nope, I'm perception checking again.
This time it's prompted.
No! He really didn't see anything.
No, he sees that there's various beings looking through these magical screens. These blank slates looking down on him. Laughing at his misfortunes.
Sophie has turned around and has given her motherly disapproval speech of, don't put things you don't know what they are in your mouth, please, children. Stop licking doorknobs, children. And then, she stops. Right. So, I believe our goal right now is making our way to Bavlorna, yes? In some form or manner. The normal route to her seems to be broken, but I believe the king was putting in a summons or a request for audience. We should obviously check in with
there's a
him.
stairwell.
There's a stairwell?
Yeah, it wraps around the well.
Oh.
Is that trying to call it a stairwell?
I don't know, wraps around the well.
Well, is it invisible or something? Or I know that there's
No.
water that goes up and down, but
Yeah, it's in the center,
Did
where
the-
the well is.
Did the king tell us this? That there's a stairwell?
No,
Okay.
he didn't.
Of course not.
well, wait, but is it like a curtain of water that's hiding the stair inside of it then?
Shrugs.
Well,
Will we need to breathe?
I mean, it's
And
stairs.
and
But it's in the waterfall.
Well,
There's
really,
no
we're quite
waterfall.
important for its cardio.
most wells, the water is at the bottom of the well, so I expect this perhaps is not in the water at all. I think it's worth investigating, of course.
I thought that there was like an actual well of water, Minecraft
Yeah,
style, falling from Bavlorna's house up in the sky down
No,
to.
it's a stone well that climbs up towards her house.
Oh, so it's the well, the
looks like basically a
stonework
tower.
of the well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I had a completely wrong vision of what this was.
I also had the wrong image. I thought this was like a stream, like a Minecraft waterfall, as someone said.
Exactly. That's what I. So I can just mold earth some of these blocks, and then we can open up the stair inside. There we go.
I believe the stair. She just said the stair is on the outside.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
You're not very
talking out
bright.
of character. I'm talking out of character.
Randy, are your ears all right? Did you get some duck feathers in your ears or something? I feel like you're having a hard time listening. It's really okay. Sometimes people lose their hearing and it could be helped. There are solutions for that, tinctures and whatnot.
IRL Zerg is sad because this is what happens to him on a daily basis. In character, Brandy is just giving her a dithering glare. You didn't have someone explode on your chest this morning.
What? What?
That came out very strangely.
Is she singed at all? Is she
Question mark?
like? Is she blackened? Is she singed? Is it just?
She has.
Whoa!
She hasn't wiped away the Ptomiros-sized scorch marks, acne style, on her chest.
Oh!
And we're banned on Twitch.
Well, we're not
We didn't say the
streaming,
no-no
so-
word. We didn't say simp or the other thing.
304?
Well,
Anthrax?
God
No,
damn
you
it.
can say anthrax all you want. I've done it a lot, believe me.
It's only a banned substance, not a banned word.
all right. You seem to be in good health, other than perhaps your earring. But I'm glad to see everyone's all right. Yes. Should we make our way to this stairwell then, or should we check in with the king to see if he's heard back from the hag?
I mean, when I was walking here, I kept hearing message by all the other knights. So
They're not especially bright, are they?
No.
They're not. Well, I guess it is part of the course for most frogs. They're actually fairly dim-witted creatures. But no matter. Right. Shall we make our way to the stairwell then? Is there anything else we need here in town? Or this plaza, I guess?
I mean, there's some things in Downfall. I don't know, but if you want to go to
Anything that could help us against the hag, maybe? Does she have
Oh.
anyone that doesn't especially like her?
Yes, she does.
Uh.
From her book, she's a whole list of, well, what amounts to a hate list of some sort.
Is that like a reverse hit list?
It could be. Interestingly enough, Ptomiros, you were listed there. And you were also listed as dead.
What? I'll kill her!
Well, it more seemed like many of the others were some sort of different ways of gruesome torture or a death of some sort. Yours was just listed as if it was already completed.
Brandy
Well,
reaches
whoever
out.
this person is, she's got another thing coming.
Well, I'm
Perhaps
glad.
I will put her in the torture journal and see how she likes it.
Well,
He starts poking the back of Tomaros's neck.
Yes?
You know, what if you actually are dead?
I think I would know if I was dead.
Well, we've never seen what's underneath the armor. We could be like,
You never will
Thunderclaw.
until I complete my glorious quest. But for now,
What if-
what?
what if what if you're like Clapperclaw and you were put into the armor, but you're not actually, well, alive like me or Dumplemorp or Gag or Yan or Fee or Sorcerer or even Pete? Well,
Well, that isn't a...
Nonsense! Clapperclaw is missing his head. Or her head. I still can't tell.
My head,
Or-
yeah.
Yes, Clapperclaw is missing their head. Whereas I can do this.
And Ptomiros' helmet just kind of lifts up about like a half centimeter and then spins around in a circle, 720 degrees.
Would a dead person be able to do that?
Ptomiros?
are there any pops? Pops or cranks?
No, I thought not. I'm perfectly healthy. I'm in peak condition. And I am in very good shape for a boy of my age.
Ptomiros,
I
how old are you? Could you tell me?
I have seen many sunfalls and moonfalls.
Right. But I'm curious. What you just did now matches no anatomical life form that I am aware of. Not even owls can move their head in that swift of a motion in such a circular momentum.
Nonsense, that just proves my virility.
No, that
Clearly, I am just in better shape than the rest of you.
I believe it proves you do not have a spine.
I'm pretty sure I have one of those around here.
And you hear like metal jangling noises, and when you're looking for your keys in a busy drawer, and then a vaguely non-human spine comes leaping out of the neck hole.
See, I told you I had a spine.
Brandy
what?
Ptomiros, is this something we should be investigating now, or would you prefer us to not? Because I have a feeling what we may find may be disturbing for everyone.
What is there to investigate? I'm a perfectly normal man. I'm a man and I like man things, and I'm on a glorious quest to prove my valor. I will not rest until I have done that which is required of me under my code.
If you would you mind if I point out a discrepancy in that statement?
Yes?
Most men cannot pull a spine out of their body.
Well, most men aren't me.
And he does a little like chest puffed out, real confident pose, hands on hips.
Okay, but you literally just said how normal. This is distinctly abnormal.
To you, perhaps. This is the Feywild. What is normal here is not normal elsewhere. I'm not from here. This shit's weird. Why are they talking frogs? That's absurd. That's ridiculous. Everyone knows the only talking animals are the cats and birds. Like, duh.
Fee just blinks. If she could blink loudly, she would have, but yeah.
That's added in with Foley
Yanara's-
after the fact.
40 decibel
I think Dinar is
blink.
having a pretty similar reaction, honestly.
Yeah, so Fee just blinks and...
Right. I will take that into account. If you ever find yourself seriously injured and I have to treat something that I know nothing about, but that's fine. I will make do. Anyway.
Please don't do something like that.
If I'm injured enough to require treatment, just leave me to die. I do not deserve to live. I've disgraced myself.
I shan't...
What?
Leave me to the birds.
Nope.
By my oath as a physician, I cannot do that, but...
By my oath as a warrior of the sun, I should do that, and I have to do that. And please let me do that. Otherwise, I'll be very cross. and
What?
sad. And you don't want to see me sad, right?
I will deal with your sadness and crossness after you are well.
How about after we save the children, then you can...
Yes, that is what is important. The children. We must find the children as a perfectly normal party of men and women and those in between.
Yes.
That was a very inclusive statement.
Yes, I try. The Sun Knights are actually pretty good about that. Religious extremism on one hand, on the other, we are quite tolerant of certain things.
Excuse me.
Yes.
In order to save children, you gotta give me my head.
Right.
Oh, yes.
Which is with
How do
the
we
hag,
get you that?
yes? I think you...
Yes, with the hang.
Right. Well, that means we must climb the stairs.
Okay, cool. This way. And then he starts leading you out of the foggy.
Ptomiros, why don't you lead the way in your very manly way?
Yes, gladly.
He starts strutting, like one shoulder forward, then the other shoulder forward. Really exaggerated.
Got some Dr. Libsy funk going.
I was more thinking Mulan.
Yeah.
Well, let me just grab some breakfast from the banquet hall, and then I'll be
No,
right
no,
behind you.
Brandy. That no more banquet hall.
Nothing happened to me. I'm probably okay.
Brandy.
If you'd like some breakfast,
Turns around with a duck on her head.
if you would like some breakfast, there are still a few muffins left.
Oh,
You are welcome to have some.
okay.
I would say they're my mother's special recipe, but well, many of the ingredients were missing, so it was my approximation. I hope they're okay.
How many are left?
A number.
A number. Any number. Pick one.
Oh,
Gek grabs them all in his arms and hands one the brandy wine.
Here you go.
thank you, Gak.
Hands one the fee.
Here you go.
Oh, thank you, but I actually finished one already. You can give it to little Dumbledore. He probably would use another one.
Here you go.
Dumbledore proceeds to consume it. Ravenously.
And Gek will walk around with arms full of muffins.
Fantastic. All right, before we end tonight's, I'm going to bring you back all to the downfall map, so bear with me.
Pretty sure we have a duck, and I don't have to listen anymore.
No.
We have a duck, and I don't have to listen.
It explains itself.
Oh, that's right.
Your guys are going to be coming out from this way.
Whee!
And Clapperclaw is the one leading you around outside of the Soggy Court. And I suppose we'll be ending there for the night.